Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Saban. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DreamersPro show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, for entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things you not always hear them in. Boy, yo, boy, we got a show for you guys here today. But before we even get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And guys, we're trying to hit 200,000 subs this month. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, really appreciate it. If you guys helped us out to hit 200K this month, we really appreciate that. Anyway, let me get into this topic. Heard it when I was asleep that Gilbert Arenas wanted beef. Nah, that's a play on what's happening between Kendrick and Drake from the Nas line from Ether. Anyway, so I woke up this morning and I saw a clip from from Gil's Arena, right? Gil's Arena, Gilbert Arenas, where it essentially said exposing LeBron hater DreamersPro, no chill Gil on GOAT debate. So I clicked on the video, right? Because I'll be taking shots at Gilbert Arenas, like I'll be sneak dissing him. I'll be sneak dissing. I don't know how he finds these videos. Maybe we got somebody sending him these clips. I don't know who's doing it, but I'll be taking shots at him on the low or whatever. But he knows we're just talking basketball and having fun. So I click on the video to hear what Gilbert Arenas was getting at me about, and apparently it was based on a clip, a show that we produced, and he was essentially arguing this GOAT debate. And I said in that video that I know who Gil really thinks is better between Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan. I said I think it's Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. And Gil was pushing back. No, I didn't say that, blah, 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 blah. And he then starts to talk about some of the stuff I said when I heard him talk about Jordan becoming a GOAT and all of that. And he made a lot of points. It's a long video. You should go check it out. Maybe, let me say 11 to 12 minutes. You guys could definitely go check it out. But we want to focus on his comments. Before we even get into what Gilbert Arenas had to say, this video is brought to you by sponsor PrizePicks, which is the largest daily fantasy sport platform in North America. PrizePicks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select two or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting two entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks, and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. PrizePicks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about PrizePicks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is want to quickly play some of the things that Gilbert Arenas had to say on his show, and then want to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what he had to say here. But I know Gilbert Arenas in his heart for a fact knows that Jordan is the GOAT. He knows that. He even said it on Paul George's podcast, and I believe that he believes the three greatest players are the following: Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, in that order.
Cap. See, stop making, nigga, you know my goddamn order. Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Kobe's my favorite player of all time. We you know that. His order is Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Jordan. Then he's gonna put two other people in front, and then because he don't really know his five, he don't actually know who his best five is. He just knows Kobe's 1, Jordan's 2, and then it gets kind of shaky, and then LeBron James. That's how he does it. He really don't know who actually 3 and 4 is for himself. But we got to go.
And this is the reason why but I also know that if he doesn't push LeBron, a lot of his butt.
This is it.
No.
So you heard what Kwame Brown had. Then you have people in the independent. If you want to know what Gilbert Arenas really thinks about this GOAT debate, ask him to talk about Jordan. Ask him to talk about Kobe, and you'll realize that Gilbert don't really believe that. Gilbert Arenas was the first person I heard say before Jordan even scored.
First person to hear him say I'm the first person. That means all the information he's done checked and received and heard. I'm the first person that said this out loud.
18,000 career points. He was being considered the greatest player of all time. So then why would it all of a sudden that when LeBron hits 40,000 or 38,000, that would make him the GOAT? You never cared about that.
That has been complaints from Kobe Bryant, from LeBron James, from probably Wilt Chamberlain. But no one ever cared about championships or points. No one. So why do they matter now? I appreciate you for saying that. It was the same complaint in '89. When they were crowning Jordan the GOAT without any statistical stats to prove it. Not a championship, no real award, some MVPs. And then he won one championship. He was the greatest player that ever walked this earth with one championship.
So you heard what Gilbert Arenas had to say. He said, I don't know my top five. Funny enough, I texted him right before shooting the show to tell him my top five, and then I asked him what is his top five, or where does he rank Kobe, LeBron. I didn't see what he had to say, so I'll see what he said later. But here's my top five because I don't know my top five. My top five are the following. It almost changed recently with LeBron, but then I got Jordan number 1, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar number 2, Kobe Bryant number 3, LeBron number 4, Magic Johnson number 5. I sent him my list and he agrees with, no, he said 4 out of my 5 are also in his top 5. I didn't get his top 5 yet. So those are my top 5. Then he brought up another point, which is let's remove the stats. Now, why am I bringing that point up? Because in the video, I said that Gilbert Arenas was the first person I heard, and I forgot where I think it was on Gil's Arena where he said, was it Gil's Arena or Paul George's show? No, it was Paul George's show. And he essentially said that MJ was being considered the greatest player of all time by the time before he even scored 18,000 points. I said that was the first time I had ever heard anyone say that, and it was the first time I ever heard him say that. Gilbert also went on Paul George's podcast where he gave a fantastic argument as to why everybody just essentially playing catch up to Jordan. And I think that Gilbert believes that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Now, I do have a question for Gilbert if he sees this video, which is this. Let us remove all of the stats. Let's remove all of the stats. Let's remove all of the accolades. As a former NBA player, former All-Star, as a basketball player, evaluating those 3 guys, how would you rank them in order? I'm talking about Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. How would you rank them in order? I'll be very curious to hear how Gilbert Arenas will rank them if we're removing stats, because he said let's remove stats for a second. So let's remove stats. How would you evaluate him? And I think that Gilbert seems to have an issue with people that use the rings and all of that. I think the reason people do that is because it's part of a player's legacy. And if we're just going to be honest, if one player has 2 rings, if another guy has 5 rings, and you're going to compare them and somebody's making an argument, you better believe that rings are going to be brought up. If you want to use an argument for why you think, for example, Kevin Durant is a better basketball player than LeBron James, for example, you better believe people are going to bring up rings and finals MVPs and all of those stuff. They're going to use it as part of the argument. But if we're just having a strictly basketball argument, if you ask me to rank those 3 players, I'm going to go with Jordan number 1. Kobe's the best player I've ever seen live. I didn't see Jordan in the Chicago Bulls years. I wasn't old enough. Kobe was it for me, man. And then I would go LeBron James. That's just me. So the question to Gil is, how would you now rank these players? Regardless of stats, regardless of all of those things, I'll be very interested to hear what Gilbert Arenas had to say. And to the audience, how would you rank these players? If you're removing stats, how do you rank them? Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, how do you rank these players? Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts and comments and your rankings in the comment section, and we catch you guys later. Peace.